Bisi Bele Huliyana. Hi, welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. I'm Rupa here. I'm going to show you a South Indian recipe which is called as Bisi Bele Huliyana. It is similar to the khichdi which is cooked in the other parts of India, and it's a very flavorful dish, a very wholesome dish, and I'm sure you're going to love it. So let's go ahead and look at the ingredients. 2 cups of rice which is cooked, 1 cup of cooked dal, half cup of carrots, and I'm going to use half cup of peas also. You can avoid this if you want, but just to make it nice and wholesome and a meal by itself, I prefer adding these 2 vegetables, but in case you don't like them and authentically sometimes they are not put, so you can avoid them. So half cup of peas which will be blanched later, about 2 tablespoons of freshly grated coconut, a teaspoon of urad dal, a tablespoon of chana dal, 6 to 7 dried red chilies, a tablespoon of coriander seeds, a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon fenugreek seeds, a teaspoon of garam masala, a teaspoon of asafoetida, a tablespoon of tamarind paste, 2 tablespoons of ghee, about 10 to 15 curry leaves, 2 tablespoons of chopped coriander, a handful of cashew nuts, salt to taste, and oil for cooking. To begin with, we'll blanch the vegetables. As I said, they were optional. So let's blanch them before we add them to the main preparation. Take around 2 cups of water and put them for boiling. The water is boiling. We have to just blanch, so just put the vegetables in it because they'll be cooking later with the rice and the dal. Let them just be in the boiling water for 1 minute and just shut the gas. The vegetables are boiling for 1 minute. Let's shut the gas and put them aside. Now for this, the next step is that we have to grind a masala, and for that we have to fry all the ingredients that we just saw. So let's take a flat pan, because the flavor comes from all the grinding of all the masalas together. All the dals and the asafoetida and the chilies will all be nicely roasted in oil and ground together. So once the pan is nice and hot, take about a tablespoon of oil and then start putting the dals in it. The urad dal, the chana. Give it a nice mix as you are adding them. See that you don't burn them. So do it on low flame. Add the chilies, the coriander seeds. As the dals are getting roasted, there's a nice aroma lifted. You have to be very particular that you don't burn them. Add the fenugreek seeds, the asafoetida, the garam masala, put few of the curry leaves and the coconut. Fry it together till you get the smell of the roasting of the dals. Continue to do that. It takes around 2 minutes. The masala is all roasted very well. As you can see, the coconut has gone brown. Do not burn it or do not over roast it. Let's shut the gas and keep it aside for grinding. Let it cool down before we start grinding it. As you can see, when we were grinding the masala, the vegetables are blanched. As I said, don't overcook them because we have to retain the color. And again, they'll get cooked with the masala and the dal and the rice together. So let's keep them aside also and start mixing the dal and the rice and put it for cooking together. Okay, take a nice deep pan, add the rice, add the dal, the vegetables, give it a nice mix, add about 2 cups of water, mix it very gently, the vegetables, rice and the dal, and leave it for cooking. But see that you do it very gently, and because we don't want them to get mashed. As they are cooking, let's add the salt, add the remaining curry leaves and the cashews. Keep it on simmer and let it just cook for 2 minutes. Till then, we'll grind the masala which has got cold. The masala which we have roasted has gone cold. So let's take it for grinding. Now we'll grind it to a nice fine paste. Do not add a lot of water, about maybe 2 tablespoons. As I said, grind the masala to a fine paste, but we don't want it very watery. We want a nice thick paste, but very finely ground. So add water when required. So the paste is nicely formed now. As you can see, it's a nice fine paste. So let's add this to the cooking mixture of the dal and the vegetables. Give it a mix. At this stage, let's season it with turmeric. This is just to give a little color to the dish and take the rawness of the dal. The mixture of the vegetable, dal and rice is cooking for about 5 minutes. It has to go nice and soft now. Check with the rice. Yeah. We have not added the tamarind before because it will slow down the cooking process. At this stage, let's add the tamarind paste. Give it a mix. Check for the seasoning. You can adjust the tamarind paste as you want it. If you want it more tangy, you can add it, but that's fine with me. So let's cook it for a minute till the flavor of the tamarind is incorporated and shut the gas. Before serving, let's add the coriander. Keep some for garnishing and drizzle it with ghee. Keep some for garnishing. Mix it well and take it for serving. Let's again garnish it with little coriander and let's drizzle it with some ghee. The Bisi Bele Huliyana is ready. As I said, it's a very wholesome dish, a very healthy dish and a meal by itself. I hope you make it. You can serve it with some pickle and papad and that's a wonderful meal.